She is not, in my estimation, a bright woman. I mean, here she is bragging about how she's providing certain operations to prisoners. I mean, is this smart politics? I don't think so. I don't think so. I mean, we don't know where she stands on a whole lot of policies other than she wants to take your money to do things like this.
When I was Attorney General, I learned that the California Department of Corrections, which was a client of mine, I didn't get to choose my clients.
Right, a client of the Attorney General.
A client of the Attorney General,
right.
Of the Office of Attorney General, that they were standing in the way of surgery.
For prisoners.
For prisoners. And there was a specific case. And when I learned about the case, I worked behind the scenes to not only make sure that that transgender woman got the services she was deserving. So it wasn't only about that case. I made sure that they changed the policy in the state of California so that every transgender inmate in the prison system would have access to the medical care that they desired and need. And I believe it was not only, I know it was historic in California, but I believe actually it may have been one of the first, if not the first in the country, where I pushed for that policy in a Department of Corrections.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's Kamala Harris. And what, we're going to have to sit through 4 years of that? I don't think so. I don't think it's really going to happen for her, but these polls are tight and it's going to be dicey, ladies and gentlemen. Here's Donald Trump at a rally speaking out about Kamala, and he points to something that we all know well, her word salad, and how just the other day they tried to get her to say something on record without a script, without a prompter, and she started going in loop-de-loops again. Loop-de-loops about diplomacy means she really can't talk. Here we go.
Did you see her the other night? They put a camera in her face. She can't even talk. We just went through 4 years. Let's not go through another 4 years.
This is just an extraordinary testament to the importance of having a president who understands the power of diplomacy and understands the strength that rests in understanding the significance of diplomacy and strengthening alliances. This is an incredible day.
I mean, who is she, right? Like, who is this woman really? Why can't she speak? She's been in politics a decent enough time to be able to string a few sentences together. I mean, I joke that maybe it's in the water. Maybe she inherited this from Biden. I don't know. But she doesn't seem to have very coherent thoughts on anything, which I consider really alarming, right? The policy wonk that I am, what are we going to be getting? At least with Donald Trump, he's got a very defined plan when it comes to taxes, when it comes to trade, when it comes to the border, when it comes to international issues, when it comes to tariffs. I mean, he can talk about this stuff all day long. When it comes to trade deficits. But Kamala? I mean, other than dancing and maybe a little singing now and then, and talking about how she's going to give everybody free college in defiance, ladies and gentlemen, of the Supreme Court. I don't know what she stands for, other than a whole bunch of nonsense that's not even legal.